Hello and welcome to Cheetah TV. My name is Brian Badger from the Cheetah Conservation Fund. If you tuned into a previous episode about the wonders of Africa, you remember we took a journey across Africa's landscapes, deserts, and incredible wildlife. But today we're going to delve deep into the heart of Africa. Not lions, no, it's not lakes, but it's people. Africa isn't just where human life began. It's where languages, rhythms, radical ideas are constantly being born. So let's dive into the sound and the soul and the spirit of this incredible continent. And did you know that Africa is the most linguistically diverse continent on Earth? Over 2,000 languages are spoken across its 54 countries, and in Nigeria alone, there are more than 500. That's like driving across a single country and changing dialects every hour. You've got an entire language family, or several families, should I say. Things like Bantu, Nilotic, Afro-Asiatic, Cushitic, and beautifully ancient Khoisan language. And the ones with the famous clicks. Now, I can't do that. I've tried and tried. In actual fact, I had to introduce live on stage quite a famous African politician that had a click in his name, and I tried my best and I almost caused an international incident, but that's a different story for a different day. But here's a brief clip of somebody speaking the Khoisan language telling a traditional story. And then there's Swahili, spoken by millions across East Africa. And it's a bit like Africa's linguistic bridge. And it's a language of trade, travel, and unity. So the next time you hear somebody say Hakuna Matata, yep, that's real Swahili. And yes, it really does mean no worries. Now, if languages are Africa's voice, then music is its heartbeat. With traditional drums, Africa's music has been shaping the world for centuries. Let's start with the classics, like the djembe. That's like a goblet-shaped drum that you can feel in your chest. Or the kora, that's part harp and part lute. And then you got the mbira. That's the thumb piano from Zimbabwe, often played in ceremonies and lullabies, but it's got that haunting rhythm that you may, if you do hear it, it kind of may seem familiar because that has kind of crept across into Western music as well. Now, these instruments tell stories, celebrate births, mourn losses, but they move you. Now, fast forward to today, and Africa's sound is everywhere. Without Africa, there's no jazz, no blues, no reggae, no hip hop. Its rhythms traveled across the world with its people, and now they shape global music. So when you're listening to either classic rock or blues, jazz, hip hop, or reggae, you're hearing and feeling Africa's heartbeat. And let's talk about ingenuity. Africa's not just about the past, it's the future in progress. More than 60% of the people in Africa are under 25 years of age. That's the youngest population of any continent in the world, and it's buzzing with ideas. Take Kenya, where its mobile money first took off with M-Pesa. People were sending cash via text while the rest of us were still writing checks. Or Rwanda, where using drones to deliver blood and medical supplies to rural clinics. Well, if there's no roads, there's no problem. It's ingenuity. And how about Nigeria's Nollywood, producing more films annually than Hollywood? Everywhere you look, young Africans are turning problems into projects, turning plastic waste into bricks, powering villages with solar grids, writing apps to teach local languages online. Innovation in Africa, it's not all about having everything, it's about making everything possible. So what is Africa? Yes, it's a place of elephants and deserts, but it's also a place of languages, rhythms, and rising voices. Our stories whispered in Swahili, beats dropped in Lagos or drones flying over Kigali. Africa is where culture meets code, where roots meet radical ideas, and it's just getting started. So don't forget, if you like the videos, please share, subscribe, and drop a comment. See what else you want to find out about Africa or the holistic conservation that CCF is so famous for. Talking of holistic conservation, if you want any details about any of the projects or initiatives that we're operating in Namibia, in Somaliland, and throughout the Cheetahs range, please visit our website that you'll find at cheetah.org. Now, if you've got a real flavor and a taste of Africa and you want to see it for yourself, well, CCF offers accommodation at its center in Namibia, and details of that can be found on our website as well. So don't forget, cheetah.org. It's the fountain of knowledge for all of the projects, all of the holistic conservation that CCF is working out on, both in the past, the present, and future projects as well. So thanks very much for watching. And until the next time on Cheetah TV, my name is Brian Badger, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Thank you.